Different about the offense, and what have you seen out there?
Well, I'm very familiar with Kirk in so many ways, right? Professionally, personally, that it's just been kind of natural. Just the whole off season with him has been great, and very demanding of his staff, very demanding of the players, but just a really good teacher, and excited to work with him again. And I think the future is very bright with Kirk leading the offense.
Have you seen him growing his relationship with Gavin and the rest of the quarterbacks, and what do you hope for them to get out of the spring? Would you like to see them by the end of camp?
I think all our coaches are doing a great job of building relationships. That to me is it. That the connection part. I always look at three things: the character, we wouldn't hire them; the competency, be able to teach the game, and then the connection you have with the players. And I think that this staff has unique ability to do that, and Kirk is certainly at the forefront of that.
What are you most excited about getting Mohamed Toure back?
Everything. Yeah, he was such a multi-dimensional player. Like, it wasn't only on defense and third down. He's the best left guard in the country, I think, on punt team. This guy is a phenomenal player. So and he's bigger, he's stronger than he was. So, yeah, I'm really excited about getting Mo back. He was a huge loss.
I want to ask about three injury guys, Toure being one of them, also Moses Walker and Sam Brown. How much are they going to be able to do? How involved can they be, do you think?
Well, Moses Walker and Mo are full go. Sam is working his way back in, but they're all, like I said, the two are full go. And I say they're full go. They're not 100%. They're working their way back to being but I'm very encouraged there. And then Sam is getting better by the day. So he's taking a lot of mental reps and kind of what we call enacting behind the play and that kind of stuff.
Coach, what are your expectations this spring in terms of where you want to see the guys, at the end of it?
Well, I just want us to get better every day, and I know that sounds so cliche as a coach, right? But there's a reason that coaches always say that, is it's a fact. If you add up all the little daily improvements, hopefully your whole team is better come the end of spring. We all want to stay healthy in the spring. It's a violent game, so sometimes guys get bumped. You hope that it's not anything that's lasting. So we try to do things as intelligently as we can, with always trying to prevent the risk of injury.
You talked about Kirk a little bit, but Coach Brock and Coach Flaherty coming in, what are they bringing, especially with the young offense and their NFL experience and their background?
Yeah, just their experience, period. NFL is for sure a great level of coaching, but these guys have coached for several years, long time, have a lot of experience, have been there in all different situations, and I think, that is a benefit that our players are going to receive. Again, they're demanding coaches, but they're guys that connect with their players, and that's special to me. I think that, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with the way our coaches are demanding of our guys, yet making sure that the connection is there.
Coach, what do you think is the most important aspect of starting practice, months in advance before the season?
Well, we're actually a little late, right? Most people have already started spring practice. We did this on purpose because we had a new offensive scheme. We wanted to give Coach Rock and the staff as much time to get it installed before we started spring. So, we'll finish. We'll be one of the last teams to have a spring game at the end of April. But that's okay. Hopefully we can stay healthy and then get a little break and then get into our summer program.
Keontae had an off-season without the wrestling. What have you seen of him? You seen a lot of growth?
Yeah, we have. He's gotten bigger and he's gotten stronger. He's put on probably 15, 20 pounds, which certainly helps down in the trenches. But you got to make sure you don't lose your athleticism, because his greatest trait is his ability to disengage and chase things down and make plays. But I think he is. I think he just put on muscle, and I think it's going to help him in there.
Victor Konopka, he missed the last few games of the season. Where is he at, and how is he?
He missed every game after the Temple game, so it was more than the last few games. And that was another big loss. That, I don't talk. Once guys are injured, I don't really talk about them during the season, because you only get to coach the guys that are healthy enough to play. And I think that creates a mindset of excuses and those kind of things. But Victor was a huge. He was really coming on, and then all of a sudden he disappears after the third game. So it's great to have him back. He's a really big target out there, and he's getting better and better at the blocking. You got to remember, Victor didn't play a lot of football before he came to Rutgers. So I think he's on that really steep incline of improvement.
I know in the past you've used spring as competition for every position, especially quarterback. is this a competition at quarterback, or is it safe to assume that one player, Gavin, would be the starter at this point?
Yeah, give me a little bit on that before I get into all the depth. Like, I'm not going to talk much depth at all. I shouldn't say that. Defensively, I will, because there's some guys that really are cemented as, unless they really did something foolish, they're going to be the guys. Offensively, we weren't very good, so we're going to figure out how to get better by competing and see who claims the job. Having said that, I was really encouraged. Gavin, I thought, came out and really had a pretty good grasp of what he was doing, had some confidence about him, which that's encouraging for sure.
Got some spots to fill in the offensive line. How do you kind of feel like the depth is of that unit compared to when it is when you first took over? I know that was obviously a big focus.
Yeah, I mean, the depth when we took over was rough, obviously, but I think we have more quality depth. We're still young in the offensive line, so there's a lot of young guys that are in that depth. But I think we have some upper-class leaders that will do just that will lead that young group. So it's going to be a work in progress, and certainly with Coach Flaherty, I mean, he's the guy we're really leaning on to get that young group matured.
Time for two more. How is the wide receiver room looking like with Dave Brock and also some fresh faces at the wide receiver position?
Well, Coach Brock is an excellent receiver coach, so he's helping us improve. We have a very green receiver room. Not a lot of cumulative snaps in that room, so we're working hard. We have some different combinations we're going to look at, but we'll get better. I know that. I'm confident. And we have good, talented, young players. We just got to develop them. That's why they call us coach.
What are some transfers in the secondary, Dixon and Rogers and Marqua? What do they bring to the table, and what have you seen out of those guys that made you want to bring them here?
Yeah, Rogers and Monqua, Flip, right? I think we have some good additions in the back end that all have played at this level, and it may not be at the Power 5. Flip was in the Power 5, but those other guys are playing Group of 5 football, and they've played against, big-time opponents, and it doesn't seem too big for them, and that's good. That's going to help us, right? We play a lot of people, as you know, on defense, and we're not going to change from that. We're going to keep rotating guys, and I believe in this day and age, it just helps. It helps the guys be more focused and practice and meet better when they know they're going to actually be out there playing and not be a backup and maybe get in the game. So that's been something we've done on defense actually for a long time now. Guys, I appreciate you coming out and cover us. I know that a little bit of rain, but you guys showed up and the rain stopped, so it must be a good thing. Thanks.